Probably one of the most common questions that I get asked, particularly by parents, is does cracking your knuckles give you arthritis? Great question. I'm always like, let's go to the research. What does it say? Fortunately or unfortunately, there's been no correlation between the repetitive cracking of knuckles and causing arthritis in the future. However, one of the most common side effects that we see is it can cause increased inflammation within the joints and can also increase the stiffness and tightness around the joints. Now, that's just not an off-the-cuff statement to deter you. That's coming from a former knuckle cracker myself. It's something that I unfortunately used to do quite a lot. Now, I used to play a lot of water polo, and after a couple of years, I noticed that I literally couldn't bring my hand back. And so what I found is that the whole mobility of my hand started to be affected because I was cracking my joints so much. Now, this can affect you in all range of sports, but it was something that was enough like, no, if it's going to affect my sports, if it's going to affect my range, and I was like 16 at the time, I was like, I'm giving this up. And so if there's any kids out there that are watching this, I recommend trying to limit how much you crack your joints. And the reason is that once you start doing it, the need to do it more often incurs, and so you'll just feel like doing it more and more often, starting to do more and more joints. And so really just back off that. The first 2 to 3 weeks when you're trying to stop doing it is the hardest. It's one of those things that often you need accountability from your friends or family to tell you to stop doing it, because you won't even notice that you're doing it. So no research out there that correlates it, but highly recommend limiting it and try and reduce it if you crack your knuckles.